First tonight, 2 children and a man have been found dead in a house in Hinckley in Leicestershire.
Police were called to the home last night after reports of a disturbance from neighbours. An injured woman who left the house in the early hours has been taken to hospital where she's in a stable condition.
Well, our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball is there for us now. Good evening, Jeremy. What more do we know?
Well, Dominic, the 2 boys who died here were only 5 and 11 years old. Tonight they've been named as Adam and Matthew Stokes. The man was their father, David Stokes, and it's hit people really hard here. Just after we arrived, we saw one woman on the streets in tears. The question tonight, why? Why did these 3 people lose their lives? Helen Astle reports.
It was at around 9:30 last night that the police were called to Welwyn Road in Hinckley after reports of a disturbance.
Officers attended and identified the house, and negotiators and specialist officers attended the address to support the initial officers that had attended. In the early hours of this morning, the officers gained access to the property following a female who left the address with injuries. Officers provided first aid to the female and she remains in a stable condition in a hospital at this time. At the time the officers were giving first aid, the officers entered the address and they found a male who has been pronounced dead within the address. Tragically and very traumatically, the officers on searching the address have also found 2 deceased children.
The family have been named locally as 43-year-old David Stokes and his 2 sons, 11-year-old Adam and Matthew, who was 5. The woman in hospital has been named locally as Sally Stokes. Throughout the day, scenes of crime officers have been at the house gathering evidence. One local says she's shocked at what's happened.
All I could see was like people getting in jackets, and I did see some shields come out at some point.
Some police shields?
Yeah, 2 police shields out of the van.
The case has been referred to the Independent Police Complaints Commission. The police aren't looking for anyone else in connection with the incident, but they're appealing for anyone who may have information about the family and what happened at their home to contact them. Helen Astle, BBC East Midlands Today, Leicestershire.
Jeremy, can you tell us why it's been referred to the IPCC?
Well, it's because, as we've heard, officers had been in contact with both Mr. and Mrs. Stokes before the 3 bodies were found. So investigators need to know whether police procedures were followed properly. We still don't know how these 3 died. We don't know what their injuries were. We won't know about that until we get the results of a formal post-mortem examination. Tonight, though, arrangements already being made for a candlelit vigil here in Hinckley. That's going to take place tomorrow afternoon at 5:30 at St Peter's Roman Catholic Church.